Hey everybody, it is the last Sporcle Saturday of 2023. I am yours truly, Pat Dooley. Every week here on my YouTube channel, I go to Sporcle.com, which is an online quiz site. I find a popular wrestling-related quiz, and I take it. I'm in the wrestling business. I'll talk more about plugs at the end of the episode. I know it's New Year's Eve, so you all are probably anxious to get out, have some fun tonight. So I'm not going to keep you. It is a 10-minute long quiz. I might need the whole 10 minutes because this week I am trying to name every WWE Intercontinental Champion, going all the way back to 1979. There are 183 answers, but say I guess Chris Jericho, who's had the title like 11 times. It's going to put him in there 11 times. That's going to be 11 out of the 183. So somebody that's had it multiple times will count multiple times. I only have to enter them once. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish this. I just don't. But I'm going to give it my best shot. 10 minutes to name 183 Intercontinental Champions. Here we go. Okay, the very first champion. Ooh, cut that off. Pat Patterson. Don Morocco had it early. So did Pedro Morales. I don't remember who took it from them. 84... Savage. That was 86. I was thinking it was earlier than that. I'm trying to think who had it in. Ricky Steamboat was who beat Savage, and then they went to the Honky Tonk Man, who then lost it to the Warrior. Lost to Rick Rude, who lost it back to Warrior. Vacated the title in 1990. Mr. Perfect won a tournament. Briefly lost it to Kerry Von Erich, the Texas Tornado. Won it back, lost it to Bret Hart, lost it to the Mountie, who lost it to Roddy Piper, who lost it back to Bret, who lost it to... Was it Shawn Michaels? No. He lost it to somebody who lost it to Michaels. Who did Bret lose the title to in late 92? And who did Shawn win it for? Oh, the British Bulldog. SummerSlam 92. Shawn lost it briefly to his former tag partner Marty Jannetty, won it back. Lost it again to Razor? Yeah. Razor lost it in 94 to Diesel, won it back, and lost it to Jeff Jarrett. 95, Michaels had it, and then lost it. Dean Douglas had it for a few minutes before losing it back to Razor. 96, Gold Dust, I think, yep. Ahmed Johnson, who lost it to Triple H? No, Mark Mero? Yeah, Ahmed had to vacate it because he was injured. Mero won a tournament, lost to Triple H. Rock, Owen. Who did Owen trade the title with in 97? Steve Austin, probably. Rock, Triple H. Who did Triple H lose it to in 98? And then I've also got this little gap here, and then whoever it was that beat Patterson. 98. When did Billy Gunn win it for the... Oh, not till 2000. Wow. Road Dogg? 99. Godfather would have been about the same time. Val Venus. D'Lo Brown. China, Jericho, Edge. There's the one in 98 that's not coming to me. X-Pac? No. Okay, 2000, Jericho, Angle, Benoit. Yeah. Benoit lose it too. I don't know, but I think Eddie Guerrero probably had it at some point in there. And Kane, I know, had it in 01. Alright, so I need one from 1980, 3 from 84 and 85. So who had a long reign in 85? I thought that was Savage. That Savage won it in 86. Lost it to Steamboat in 87. So who... I don't know. And that one in 98 is going to bug me, but I'll come back to it. Test had it, and that was also a one. Look how many title changes there were in 2001. Both, or at least Jeff Hardy had it a few times. Edge, Christian. 2001. Regal. It was 02. Alright, well, at least already over halfway, which is good because I'm almost halfway through the time. Okay, so let's start throwing out big names, and then Cena's never had it. Batista never had it. Orton had it at least once. Who did Orton beat to win it? Foley, I don't think ever had it. Benjamin for sure did. RVD for sure did. Booker T, I'm pretty sure did, yeah. So I don't know who this is in 2001. Hardcore Holly? Feels like something they would have given him as a kind of a pity title win. Hey, thanks for sticking around so long. I know Big Show and Cody Rhodes had a brief feud over it in 11 and 12. Miz has had it a bunch. The current champion is Gunther. He's had it over a year at this point. Santino Marella had a fun comedy run with it where he was trying to break the Honky Tonk Man's record for longest reign. Ric Flair, I think, had a short reign in 05, yeah. Angle, Benoit, Jericho. I'm trying to think of like the upper mid card guys from that era. Rhino never had it. Wade Barrett had it many years later. I just was thinking of like upper mid card guys. Did Rio ever have it? No. Kofi Kingston, Big E, Dolph Ziggler a bunch of times. Ray, CM Punk had it at least once. Okay. 2001. Invasion. Kane loses it to... Who loses it to somebody who loses it to Edge. So who did Edge win it from in 2001? He was part of Team WWF, so it would have been somebody from the Alliance. Canyon, DDP, Lance Storm, I don't think. Huh? Okay, so it was Lance Storm. So who did Storm beat for it? Storm beat... I don't know, Tajiri, I'm pretty sure never had it. Alright. Xavier Woods never had. I'm just trying to think of like recent upper mid card guys. Drew McIntyre. Sheamus. Who did Barrett lose it to? Who then lost it to Cody? Rusev ever had it? No, he was just the U.S. champion. Huh. Did any of the McMahons sit over? They booked themselves to win everything else? No? Okay. So who am I missing from the early years? 80, 84, 85. Oh, geez. I have 40 seconds left. That came out of nowhere. Just name wrestlers, Dooley. Riddle. No. It's not Sheamus. It's not McIntyre. It's not Gunther because he is the champion. Brock never had it. Roman Reigns. All three members of the Shield had it. Kevin Owens. Sami Zayn. Nakamura. Okay, I got a few there at the very end. 85%. I'm good with that. I'm good with an 85. Would have liked a higher score for my last quiz of the year, but it's pretty much right at my average for the year. Which, now that this is the last quiz of the year, I can actually tell you my... Okay, so I took 35 quizzes this year, which had 3,640 total answers, of which I got 3,066. So 84.2%. So this 85, which is really like 84.7, right on my average for the year. Who did I forget? Ken Patera, Tito Santana, Greg Valentine, Ken Shamrock, Rikishi, Albert. You could have given me 10 more minutes. I wouldn't have remembered Albert. Carlito, Johnny Nitro, Umaga, JBL. Yeah, Morris, Ezekiel Jackson. There's a bunch of these I would not have remembered. I would have eventually remembered Luke Harper, Daniel Bryan. Zack Ryder won that ladder match at WrestleMania. I forgot all about that. Bobby Lashley and Finn Balor. Didn't remember that. Of course, I wasn't really watching here, so... yeah, Apollo Crews, I don't remember. Ricochet being the one that Gunther beat, I should have remembered that. But otherwise, 85%, not a bad way to end the year. I have had so much fun doing these quizzes, guys. 35 quizzes this year. Next year, I'm going to do things a little differently. I kind of have next year's quizzes planned out a little bit in advance. I'm going to try to keep them relatively themed to the time of year. So basically from the start next week, January 6th, which will be, I was going to say that's an important date. Remember it. Not for that reason. I'll get into it momentarily. January leading up to, January, February into March is... Royal Rumble into WrestleMania season. So I'm going to be starting the year with a bunch of Royal Rumble related quizzes. Then once we get into March, maybe even end of February, I'm going to be doing a bunch of WrestleMania related quizzes. On 3/16, March 16th, I've got somebody made a quiz of Steve Austin's speech from King of the Ring 96 when the famous Austin 3:16 says, "I just whipped your ass." Where that quote came from was his promo. You have to fill in the blanks of that entire promo, which is going to be fun. That's March 16th. Then more Mania quizzes. In July and August, I'll be doing a bunch of SummerSlam stuff. Just kind of, insignificant dates like, we'll do every AEW champion on the 5-year anniversary of AEW. That sort of thing. There will be some where it's just random. There wasn't really a significant thing, so here's a quiz. But I tried to theme it a little better, so I'm not doing, Royal Rumble quizzes in December like I was this year. But this year I didn't really have a plan. I was just doing this for something fun to do, and it just kind of became a thing I really enjoyed. And so I've kept doing it. And I hope you've enjoyed watching it this year. It's been a lot of fun. Hope you'll join me in 2024. Plugs. One, Happy New Year. It's almost 2024, but I am the ring announcer for the Southern Wrestling Federation. You can catch me in Tullahoma, Tennessee at their shows each and every Friday night. on Ricky Morton's YouTube channel, one half of the Rock and Roll Express, legendary tag team wrestler. He's in basically every wrestling Hall of Fame that exists. He's got a school in Chuckey, Tennessee. I help out there as an announcer on their Wednesday afternoon shows on his YouTube channel called the Agoji series, and then every other Sunday on Revolution. They have 2 bi-weekly shows, Revolution and Uprising alternate. I'm on Revolution. I'm not on Uprising. But I'm also on their pay-per-views. Also, January 6th, next Saturday, New Revolutions is the name of the show. The promotion is called Tri-Star Wrestling. TRI-star, like the 3 stars on the Tennessee state flag. It's based in Hohenwald, Tennessee. I'm going to be doing some announcing out there. I've been having a blast helping them get this show off the ground. They've got a great roster of local veterans and young up-and-comers. I'm really excited for that first show and what TriStar could become in 2024. Also, of course, my own wrestling career, I'm hoping will take off in 2024. In 2023, when I started this back in May, I was still... I had graduated from the FXE Wrestling Academy, but I was still going there 2 or 3 times a week, helping out with creative stuff and just kind of unofficially coaching on promos and stuff. But I wasn't making any money. I wasn't doing anything in the industry. And then in late April, I got an opportunity to go to the Southern Wrestling Federation. Yukon Jack gave me my first break in the industry as their ring announcer. So, I will always be grateful to him. I'll always be grateful to FXE for, helping me dip my toes back into the industry after a bad experience in 2006 that I thought was the end of my wrestling career. That's a whole other story for a whole other day. But, SWF led to School of Morton, led to New Revolutions, led to TriStar. That was 2 different things at one point. That's another story for another day. But yeah, I've been so lucky. I've been so blessed, whatever you want to call it, in 2023 to have made strides in an industry that I love, and I'm hoping for that to continue in 2024. That said, if you want to book me, my contact information is on the screen. As I mentioned, I am a commentator, an announcer, an interviewer. I've been on podcasts. I've been in creative, like I mentioned at FXE. I have been a talking head on documentaries. I've done hype videos. Pretty much anything involved in the world of wrestling that doesn't involve taking bumps, I'm your man. So hit me up. Use the contact information below. Thank you so much for watching however many of these videos as you did in 2023. Hope to have you back in 2024. I will be back next week. The first quiz of 2024 is called Most Royal Rumble Match Appearances, which I'm assuming is going to be having to name, I don't know, maybe the top 20, top 30, whatever, wrestlers who've been in the most Rumble matches. That should be fun. I love the Royal Rumble. It's kind of the kickoff to Rumble season here on the channel. My favorite show of the year, the Royal Rumble. I guess it always has been. I never really thought about it. It's always been my favorite match, but it's frequently my favorite show as well. Hope you'll join me for all of those quizzes, and maybe I'll do something fun, streamy, video gamey for the actual Rumble. I haven't made up my mind about that yet. Nothing quite like like what we did when I was trying to help raise funds for cancer research a couple months ago, where I did 31 Rumbles or 33 Rumbles over the course of a couple of days. We're gonna hold off on doing that again. Rumbling for research was what it was called. You can catch the replays of all of those streams on the YouTube channel as well. And again, I hope you all have a happy, safe new year. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in 2024.